previously on the Monster Hunters Club. You all found out about this vampire in the previous episode before last week and rode your bikes out to the beach to try and research what's what about this guy, Jeff. You got to the cave at the edge of the beach, around the corner from where most of the families usually go, a more craggy, kind of rocky area that's usually off limits, especially to kids, as it's very dangerous over there. The rocks are very sharp and jagged. There's a jetty that comes out into the water. And as you explored this cave, you found a little alcove in the back where Jeff had posted up. After a long peppering of questions and a session of doubt, all of you sort of realized that A, Jeff only loves and wants to feed off of Olivia. B, he has no recollection of how old he is or where he's from. And C, that he's actually named himself after a poster inside of Popcorn Video. With further digging, you were able to deduce that because he looks like David Bowie specifically, that he is actually the fantasy of Olivia. You all remembered her saying, "I love love," and then you hear him echo, "I love love." You know that she is hungry for love. You had been told, your first lead, in fact, was Chet Paxton saying she'd been in her feelings a lot recently. And suddenly, this perfect man comes out of nowhere, out of this book and movie that she loves to death. When all of you realized that the movie and the book were connected, you looked to the back of the book, and there, stamped inside the cover, was the logo and information for Second Chance Vintage, which is like a secondhand and consignment shop that you know to be on the outskirts of town. You had visited there in a prior episode, met up with Mr. Edwards, who showed you around the store. Very nice man. There was some shoplifting of some Abba Zaba and Zap bars from the register. The Zap bars seemingly have been making Jackie even more effective on the field. You all saw LaTanya on the beach as you were trying to leave after confronting Jeff and convincing him to be your new client. He offered you a large bag of tokens for Dave's Arcade right there on the pier. That all of you, I imagine, will spend to your heart's content once you figure out what the hell is going on in your hometown. LaTanya was very complimentary toward Taylor, and there seems to be some love in the air. Speaking of love in the air, earlier on, Jackie won her soccer game, hand over fist, made her very angry and complicated dad proud. Heather, her crush, was there and seems to maybe be crushing on Jackie too. Heather is now being seen around town sporting a little captain's badge around their arm that are in Jackie's colors. And then we also had Daniel Kim very tentatively bidding a sweet goodbye to our very own Robbie. Some very hesitant but meaningful conversation there at breakfast at his house. And then we also have Theo, who has been betrayed by Olivia Knutson. Business told. It's in the streets now. The kids have got it. The gossip has taken hold of the town, potentially. You can only imagine. If Olivia has told at least 2 people in the past less than 24 hours, who knows now? Who knows how far spread it's gone? Granted, there's no internet yet, so you don't have to worry about text messages, but back then, people had other ways of chatting. Today, all of you realize that after heading to the library, finding out about Solomon Schwartz, the person who founded Gulf Haven, and Solomon Black, seemingly the same man as Schwartz and Black mean the same thing. But also, Jackie saw some evidence that pointed to the direction that these are not the same man. Maybe one posing as the other. You all looked into the microfiche at the end of our last chapter and saw a picture of Solomon Black staring back at you. Today, we open on the Gulf Haven Public Library. It's a little disheveled for a library. It's clearly seen some signs of age. This isn't a big town. It doesn't have the need for a big collegiate library. You can head into town and the local town nearby and get the books that you need, interlibrary loans and all of that. It's 1987, and it's early evening. The sun is setting, and it's shining through the thick glass windows. It's dappling the room in a beautiful golden light. The image of the skeletal old man still seems to move on its own accord right in front of your very eyes. I believe it's Taylor and Robbie and Theo all looking at this. Jackie's on her way back down from the upstairs area. Right as you get used to the vision that you're seeing in front of you, pop, it's gone in a flash. It almost makes you wonder for a second, did you actually see what you thought you saw? And as you kind of doubt it, Robbie, roll me grit, please.
That's a 4.
A 4, okay. You needed a 4. You feel a sense of nausea. You needed the 4 to not lose it right there. It feels like you've stopped staring at this picture, but your vision is still not your own. Like you feel like you can't right yourself, almost as if something's messing with your mind. There's a high-pitched hum that sets in behind your ears.
Guys, I don't feel so good.
If you're gonna hurl, there's like a trash can over there.
Yeah, dude, make sure you get go over there if you're about to. What's wrong with you?
Did you see what I saw? Did you see that? I'm gonna tap the screen of the microfiche reflector. Mm-hmm. Did you? What was that? Oh, my head. Am I seeing things?
I mean, I know some weird things have been going on, but
did you see that old man? Please tell me you saw that. Taylor? Theo?
Did we see the old man?
Did we see
exactly?
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He moved. You saw his hair blow in the breeze, which is impossible because it's a picture. You saw him adjust his glasses, and a small smirk appear at the edge of his mouth.
I try to move the microfiche forward and then back to the previous slide.
You do it. You do it a couple of times. And while there is a little bit of movement that kind of happens because you're kind of zhuzhing the picture back and forth, it's not the way that you saw it. The way you saw it felt like almost like a cartoon, like someone had animated it. This is not that.
Theo's like looking at it from the different angles to see if it'll be a different reflective or anything like that.
Nothing as you're doing that, but you move over. Theo, roll me charm, please.
Okay.
Target number 6.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend 2 adversity tokens to make that a 6.
Okay. You kind of tip your head to one side, and you feel like a brush kind of go past your shoulders, like right above where your jacket collar meets like your neck, that little gap there. You feel like a little tingle or something. And then you feel a little bit of wind ripple through your flat top. It's very much a familiar sensation when someone wants to talk to you.
Oh, right now. Okay, all right. So Theo, like, looking at all of, like, everyone here. Oh, okay, all right, yeah, I
Don't
get
tell
it.
me you're gonna be sick too.
I just got, it's a bit of a migraine. I don't know. I'm gonna go sit down for a bit.
I take out some gum and give both Robbie and Theo some gum.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks, man. Starts definitely chewing it. But I would like to go sit and find who's trying to talk to me right now.
You walk away from this area, and the children's section's like right next to you, and there's some really inviting looking beanbags.
Oh
You
yeah,
want-
I'm flopping.
You flop down into that to try to make yourself comfortable.
Okay.
What does it look like as you kind of steel yourself to be visited by this ghost?
So Theo pulls out like these 3 necklaces that he has in his shirt and starts just to like rub them back and forth against each other. It's just like, okay, all right. Grandma said it wouldn't be, it won't last forever. It won't be. Okay. And he's just holding on to the necklaces that are gifts from his grandmother as he starts to like dive a little deeper to ask, what's going on here?
You rub those necklaces together and they start to warm in your palm. And it's almost like the sound of when you raise a conch shell to your ear and you hear the sound of the ocean. It's that very gentle shh, shh, almost like soft static after like Nick at Night is over. And as you kind of focus in on that hum, it slowly turns into a voice. Are you okay? Do you need something? I see you searching your heart. Is everything all right?
I wouldn't say everything's all right. Who am I talking to?
Oh, I'm sorry. And she kind of materializes in front of your face. Warm,
Okay.
very matronly looking woman. She appears to be mixed race, maybe both white and Native American. She has a stack of parchments in her hand. I'm the lore keeper of this library. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you looking for something?
Kind of looking for a Solomon Black or
She drops the parchment on the ground.
I'm
Even
sorry.
though there's nothing, you can hear the clatter of the vellum kind of making like a thocking sound against the ground, and she takes 2 steps back. Why would you be looking for Solomon Black?
My friends and I think he's connected to hurting some people, and
He's
wanna-
definitely connected with hurting some people.
Did he hurt you? Is he why you're here?
Not directly, but indirectly.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, young one. Why are you looking for such an abomination?
What do you mean he's an abomination?
She sighs and like looks around the room. You can see her taking stock of this place. There's a lot of, I hear it called technology that fills this place now. I understand it to be very helpful, and that's grand. For me, though, my people and I, the people of our original town, not the same. My people were taken prisoner by, the founders of this town. And my father was kind and polite, and he fell in love with my mother, and here I stand, but a lot of it was won with bloodshed and quite a bit of evil. And when that much evil coagulates in one place, sometimes bad things come to fruition. Are you familiar with that? A tree bearing strange fruit.
Are you saying that Mr. Black is that tree?
Follow me. She turns around and walks away from you through the locked door of the library, like the back room of the library, the research area and the back rooms.
Okay. Theo is going to turn and look towards where Taylor and Robbie are. How is Robbie looking right now? You looking...
Robbie, we pan back over to you. Taylor, you have a look of worry on your face as you're trying to check on your friend. He looks pale, very pale. And even though he's, you're used to your friend having a very small frame, but he looks even more shrunk in on himself, like he's wincing away from something. Robbie, for you, it feels like this whine, this high pitch that you're hearing, it starts to feel almost hot in your mind, almost like a burning sensation in your brain as it continues to drone on and on and on, and you close your eyes to almost shield yourself from it. Can you please roll me grit?
Mm-hmm.
Target number is... Okay, target number was 7. You fight like hell to control what is happening to you. You've seen a lot in the past month that you've been hanging out with your new friends. And it has opened your eyes to things that before you were passively into, right? The punk rock and metal albums that you listen to, you're used to songs about demons and evil and all of that stuff, right? You've read Bonicula, you've seen things that are about monsters.
Mm-hmm.
But the prevalence of monsters in your actual world hits very differently. You take that knowledge and that power that you have, that grounding energy that you have, knowing that your friends are by your side, and you fight this thing. And as that hum starts to die away, your vision clears, but you realize that your eyes are still shut. Your face is still scrunched. You can feel it. You can't see it. When you open your eyes are fully open, and you are in a very strange place. It's not strange because it's alien or unfamiliar. It is strange because it is familiar. You are outside of your trailer park. The little pink flamingos are stuck in the grass. One of them is upturned, its little feet kicking up in the air. You see the house that you still live in. The windows, the curtains are open, but the curtains look a little different. There's a wreath on the door. There's never a wreath on the door. Your mom doesn't decorate like that. You see a bike in the front yard, expecting that to be yours, but it has training wheels on it. You see your mom's station wagon, that big dent in the back from that time she had an accident. It's not there. And as you kind of find yourself understanding this time and place, you hear a woman scream as the front door of this trailer park flies open and a police car comes peeling into the front yard, runs over takes out half of the flock of flamingos, and another van pull up behind that. Your dad comes out of the house. He is bearing a shotgun. He's got a crazed look in his eyes. He smells like whiskey. And he points it at the officers. As you're looking through adult eyes, you see yourself. Your little eyes and your nose peeking out from over the sofa as you're watching through the window. Your mom gathering you up and holding you tight, barring the door behind your father as he leaves the house. You don't really understand what's going on. No one's talking to you. This conversation has been warring and raging for hours between your mom and dad, but they fight all the time. You didn't have any reason to listen this time. And as you follow the line of sight of your dad leaving this house and launching himself at these officers, you see them with almost superhuman speed disarm him and pull his arms behind his back. Up high in the sky, the evening is lit by a new moon, slightly less than full, shining down above you. The adult version of you processes, more adult version of you processes what 4-year-old you can't really wrap his head around as your father's shirt starts to split, as his muscles start to engorge, as his facial hair gets scruffier, his eyes narrow. He wheels on one of the officers and lashes out, and you see a slice taken out of this guy, but he does not stop. Neither of these officers, nor the two that come from the van, seem to have any kind of recognition that they are being harmed as your dad puts up a fight. They are able to wrangle him, cuff him. They have him on the ground. You hear a howl come out of his mouth. This is the first time that you've really remembered this level of the memory. And your mom has long since pulled you away from the window, covering your eyes, setting you to bed on the other side of the trailer where you can't see what's happening and you can pretend that your life is normal. Probably the last moment of normalcy you'll have as she tries to deal with and fails to deal with the mystery of who her husband is. You hear him yelling for her and for you to get back away from the window. And out front, as you see this all go down, you see him take one of the police officers out. They throw him in the back of the van. It shines. The interior shines in this moonlight. It is pure silver inside the back of this vehicle. And you hear him scream bloody murder as they put him inside. And as the van drives away, you see there's no license plate. It says Gulf Haven PD on the sides, but it seems like an old logo, not the same as the car. The van leaves and the vision of the two men clear. And they look up at your house and they look down at their wounds. And they call in to let people know that your father is a monster. He attacked 2 police officers tonight. They weren't even armed. Just more of the same from Miller, always up to no good. Ever since he was a kid, he was bad news. Am I right? You hear them gossip and laugh at his expense as they get into the car and drive away. And then you hear a voice. There's an old CB radio like you would put into a vintage police car. Is that Little Miller, I presume?
I'll walk over and pick up the transmitter. Yes?
How you doing, son?
I'm confused. Really confused.
I figured you're peering into my life. I might as well take a look around yours.
Who is this?
You don't have to ask, do you? You're working so hard to figure it out.
Mr. Black?
Respectful. More than I can say for your daddy.
Did you have something to do with what just happened?
Something to do with it. Boy, I made this town. And I'll keep it alive, no matter what it takes.
Where did they take my dad?
Somewhere he'll be safe. Won't hurt nobody, not even himself. He's a
Mr.
monster,
Black.
you know.
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Black, sir?
Yes, son.
Why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this? Because this is my town. I helped build this from the ground up. I took the land, manifest destiny, and here I am. I gotta keep what's mine. You know what I mean? You wouldn't want somebody taking what's yours, now would you?
Well, they just took my daddy away.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you poke your nose into other people's business. You know, he burned down my plaza before we had to rebuild and rebuild. I keep putting new places on that property. Back in the 60s, he was just a boy. Nobody cared. He got off with an excuse. But then, try to take 2 officers out. That's good reason to get you off the game forever.
Why would he have burned down your place?
Oh, well. That sounds like a mystery for another day, don't it?
Yeah, but wait, don't go. Mr. Black.
Yes, Robert.
My friends and I are going to figure this out. We're going to figure out how to save this town. And you can't stop us. You can't
Maybe
stop
not.
us.
Maybe not. Y'all do seem to be a bit ahead of the curve. It usually takes people much longer to realize something's going on, but every few years, there's a little group of you. You do your job, and hell, half the time it just makes me stronger. So I invite you to try and save this town. No matter what's gonna persist. It's just up to me, or I guess all y'all, how we're gonna do that. So I guess next move's yours. Be seeing ya, son. You hear a dark, almost fetid molasses of a laugh. And the transmitter goes silent. You can feel it in your hand. You can smell the metal. You can smell the night air around you, that fine mix of sea salt and the dew that's on the grass. The smell of pumpkins rotting. This is maybe a few days after Halloween. And as you're awash in all of these emotions, you feel Taylor's hand on your shoulder and open your eyes for real.
You good?
No. No, I'm just going to turn and just hug Taylor. I'm not good. I'm not good.
Hey.
I'm not good.
Hug him back. What happened? What happened?
I had a weird vision or dream, or I saw my house, my parents, my dad.
It wasn't real, but I've been here with you the whole time.
I talked to him, Mr. Black. I talked to Mr. Black.
All right.
And
all right.
Theo's gonna walk up at that point and put his hand on Taylor and Robbie's shoulders. Taylor, I think it was real. Okay. So there's a lot that I have to say, and please don't freak out. Actually, follow me and I might be able to show you better than I could tell you. And I'm going to walk towards where the ghost apparated to.
Where's Jackie?
Where is Jackie?
You hear footsteps pounding down the stairs of the library. She's running again. And she kind of runs into the group that you guys are in. There's two guys. And then one of them and the other one was the other one.
Huh?
I just talked to one of them.
Huh?
Okay. Tries to usher everybody into the room so we can not do this in front of folks. Like, okay, there's a lot that we have to talk about, but can we not do it here? Because I don't want Taylor's mom coming over and seeing what's about to happen, and that's going to turn into a whole different thing. Okay?
What's about to happen?
Do you trust me?
Okay,
Jackie!
sure, yeah.
Okay. And walking into the room. Okay. Lord Keeper? Ooh.
To the left, there's a bathroom. And then ahead of you is the rest of the archives. Do you have a way to get inside? Any of you?
You said the first part of it is locked?
Yeah, so like the first door that you open is open. And there's a staff bathroom in there to the left, but right in front of you, which is the direction you need to go in, that door is locked.
I would like to use Theo's knack of breaking and entering.
Okay. I don't even think you have to, because it's your knack, I don't think you have to roll for it.
Mm-mm.
You get down and describe what it looks like as you pick this lock in front of your friends for the first time.
There's a lot that y'all have to unpack about Theo very quickly. So Theo goes into like, he always kind of carries like a little fanny pack where he has his little Walkman in, right? So, and he goes into it and pulls out like a fingernail file and like a bobby pin, and like twists the bobby pin just a little bit, goes in and starts like finagling a little bit. It's like, okay, all right. And he makes the click. It's like, okay, after you. Please don't ask.
I'm not even gonna ask.
All right.
Everyone except Theo, roll me flight, please. DC is 8.
I got a
Explosion.
2.
Okay.
17.
Ooh.
Damn.
I got a 6. I'm gonna spend 2 adversity tokens.
All right. Jackie, you walk in and you see what everyone else sees, which is rows and rows and rows and rows of books and media and things that are yet to be cataloged, carts everywhere full of books and videos like VHS cassettes. You see AV equipment that people can rent, old projectors, even a Victrola back here. But you also see a very surprisingly well-defined Native American woman. She is clad in leathers. She looks like she is from the 1700s. It's like a mix of very traditional garb and kind of the more European style that was popular in America at the time, early 1700s. And she is kind of looking at all of you almost like someone, like when you walk in on someone in the bathroom and they're like, it's kind of that energy. As she sees all of you see her. So she's like, Robbie, you feel fine. You see this woman and you're like, well, shit, you know, compared to what I've been through just in the past 10 minutes. This is perfectly fine. Taylor, you are kind of taken aback for a second, but like, you hear LaTanya's words in your mind. You're just a pretty cool, pretty chill person. And you're like, yeah, right? That little conversation plays back in your mind again. And in that moment, a little like voice of you in your mind goes, yeah. And you look at this lady and you're able to kind of keep your shit together. Jackie, you're ready to run the opposite direction. This is absolutely a ghost. This is not, you've seen a lot of weird stuff, but this is something that isn't, it's not so outside the realm of possibility, right? Seeing a vampire that somebody made up, sure, that's ridiculous. A killer doll, also ridiculous. But this is a ghost, and it is looking at you.
There's fight and flight, and then there's freeze. And all of Jackie's muscles lock up. And she kind of stops breathing.
Hey, Jackie, remember when you asked me about if I've seen ghosts or anything like that? Yeah. They kind of talk to me. My family's a group of mediums. It kind of runs on my mom's side of the family. She's not going to hurt you. I promise. She wants to get rid of Mr. Black as well. So breathe.
Hey, Theo, remember when you could surprisingly see ghosts? Maybe a heads up the next time, thanks.
I didn't know she was going to be right here. I thought she was just going to, I was going to have to call for her and then she was going to come in. They don't just show up. This is the first time.
Just, think about that the next time.
Sorry.
Theo, you also hear from the other side of you, I agree with your human friend. Next time, a warning would be nice. I did not know that all of these children would be here, and I would have to address all of you. It's one thing to have someone who is touched see me. It is quite another for all of you to now be here looking at me.
If it helps, you're really pretty. If it helps.
Oh, thank you. Well, I suppose if I have to be seen by people I didn't, agree to being seen by, then friendly ones would be my preference.
I'm sorry. And Theo's gonna hold his hand out and just like, if you don't want to be seen, you can kind of just borrow my body for a little bit and
No. No.
What do you mean?
Like possession?
I'm seeing a ghost right now. I don't need to see someone possessed. I don't need to have to do an exorcism.
It's not as bad as what you think it is. They don't stay.
Theo, I think this is fine.
Hand up on the bookshelf and just like.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. and Theo's just like, you grow up with ghosts all your life and everything's okay. You show ghosts to people for once, it's a problem. Okay.
She looks very sheepishly. Follow me, please.
Yes, ma'am.
She leads you all deeper into the recesses of the library, down a set of stairs into the basement. And in this space, you see a lot of historical items that are not upstairs in the main collection. A lot of it is like Native American artifacts and things like that that they took from the people whose land they stole. There are books of abolitionists writing about trying to find equality for the Native people that are here. There are pamphlets that are about the lack of voice that anyone really gave to people who were disenfranchised in this community. You see large paintings that are depicting the wiping out of these indigenous cultures, but in a friendlier way than all of you kind of inherently understand it to have been. This is right around the time where people are starting to take issue with certain team names, right? The first murmurings of the chiefs needing to change their name, or the exploitation of the people who originally lived on this land and on our land in America. And it's something that I think all of you have probably heard on the news a couple of times. Maybe your families have had arguments at the dinner table about it. And as you kind of examine all of this, it's clear that the town has tried to both sanitize what happened, but also elevate the Native people. There are some artifacts that are upstairs that are included in the general history of the town, but there's this story about Schwartz and how he got along with the Native people, and there are still landmarks in this town that are in the original tongue of the Seminole, and all of this, right? All this history and all this, you're realizing in the moment, lore. It's not really history, it's lore. This is the history of Gulfhaven. And you kind of look more closely at this painting that she's standing next to. There's a man in that picture. He has long, dark, wavy hair, pulled back into a ponytail, big bow around his pony, wearing that roughly kind of 1700s garb that you would expect of someone who is a revolutionary. He's holding a bayonet and a gun. And just over his shoulder, there's a skeletal-faced man, almost like a reflection or a shadow, just right over his shoulder, looking at all of you. Looking at whoever is enjoying the painting. It's creepy. It feels like someone designed it so that its eyes would follow you everywhere, even though it has these dark, round glasses over the eyes that you can't see what's behind them.
Why are you showing this to us?
That seems a little out of place in this painting.
Is that Mr. Black?
You can see it.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Okay. She smiles and looks relieved. Not everyone can see that part. They see the rest of it, and they knew it was bad. Several councils had to vote to remove this finally in the past 20 years or so. It was a very exciting day down here for us.
Us?
Yes, there are other lore keepers of the town. People who have been affected by of our city.
Oh, wow.
She turns around. There's more to the basement than meets the eye. There's lights that don't extend that far. At some point, the tiles end and it becomes a dirt floor, completely unfinished. You definitely hear the whispers beyond in the pitch darkness. They don't sound angry, but they do sound like they have a lot to say.
Do they sound sad?
You attune yourself to that sound, that same whisper that was kind of rising in your mind earlier. They do sound sad. They sound joyful as well, as though they've made the best of a shitty situation, but there's a lot of anger and frustration and regret.
Miss Lord Keeper, I'm sorry that I didn't tell you about my friends coming in. I figured it would make more sense to have everybody talk at once. But who else is down? You said that Mr. Black is like a blight on the town?
That is a wonderful word for him. He's always been here. As long as I can remember, I don't know where he came from before that. He appeared one day. My husband was on the Council of Legislators. She goes over to another painting and points you to a man that's there, kind of smiling, holding a pen, about to sign the next piece of charter that's coming across his desk. It was a hard time. Everyone made do. Progress was on everyone's lips, the word everybody wanted to chase. And, well, some people took it a little too far. I believe Solomon had good intentions, at first. But there comes a time in every power-seeking person's life where you have to decide to consider other people or just consider yourself. And I'm afraid he failed that test. It invites a certain type of evil, you know? She looks very resolute at all of you, recognizing that what she's saying to teens, like young kids, right? Young teenagers, young adolescents. She's kind of looking at each of you in turn, like unsure if her words are making sense. She knows they're heavy. But she looks back at you again, Theo. Is he back? Have you heard from him?
I haven't heard from him personally, but Theo will look at Robbie after overhearing what Robbie had just said. But I think he has a piece of the town again. The same place where his department store was. It feels like there's things happening again.
There's blood on that ground.
He talked to me, Mr. Black.
Oh, goodness. What did he say?
He said that the town was his, that he built it to what it is, and that he would do anything to keep it.
Unfortunately, Robbie, that is not the first time I've heard something like that. I've just never heard it from him.
He also mentioned that there were others who tried to stop him.
Yes. Every few years. You aren't the first children to come and try to talk to me about things that go, how did she phrase it? Bump in the night.
Oh.
The supernatural.
The supernatural.
Was my dad one of those kids?
What is your name? Robbie what?
Miller.
Miller? I see. She fades into the darkness. A moment later, she comes back. And there's a woman dressed in a dirty brown burlap kind of dress. She looks like her hair is very fine, combed until it shines. But it belies how filthy she otherwise is. And the longer you look at her, and the closer you look at her, you can see little flecks of dirt, and the edges of her dress are burned. She comes to you. Yes, Miller. I believe you might be one of mine.
One of yours? What do you mean, ma'am?
Well, I had a son, and he had a son, and he had a son, and so on and so forth, and your family has lived here a long time, yes?
Yeah.
Once, there was a bit of unpleasantness, they'd likely refer it to now. And she reaches out a hand. You don't feel it touch you, but it kind of passes through you. Taylor, her other hand extends to you. You feel the same thing, and you get a flash of a woman being chased down a dirt road by like a mob of angry people. They're all carrying pitchforks, and they're carrying like torches, and they're chasing her into the swamp. And she's screaming and fleeing for her life, trying to get away from them. You've seen things like this before in history class. You know there were witch burnings all throughout history. Even far more recent than the 1600s, which is really what people focus on in America. Women who don't behave the way people expect them to are often the targets of this kind of thing. And when you guys flash back out of what she shows you, she's there. Her smile is wan but generous. Her eyes are very soft. I don't show you this to scare you, just to put you at ease. You have a place in this society. And your father, if he's who I think he might be, there's more to his story than you might expect.
I was always told that my father was a monster.
I've also been called a monster. Hopefully that won't happen to you. Perhaps a breaking of the cycle?
Yeah.
Robbie, I think you feel Taylor's hand on your shoulder. And Taylor just kind of like, not whispers, but softly just tells you that when people don't understand other people, they just call them monsters. That doesn't make them one.
You see the first lore keeper come up and smile at you, this very beaming smile of pride. It happens to the best of us. It happens all over the place. There are people who have come here to seek refuge from other places in the country, from other lands over the sea. Even the people who settled this town before taking it from my people, they were fleeing something. But, again, having power is not so important as how you wield it. And unfortunately, Solomon Schwartz was in over his head. I don't know the true name of the thing that took him, but I know he's been masquerading as Solomon Black.
Wait.
I told you they weren't the same guy.
So that's what you meant by that? There was two guys?
There's two different guys pretending to be the one guy.
Now it makes a lot more sense. Okay.
But I have a question. Have you, lore lady? Is that,
That's fine.
So, I'm just very nervous. I've never talked to a ghost before. Have you talked to people like us? People who have found all this out and have tried to stop it?
I have, to varying degrees. Sometimes I see them come in, and I watch them plan and make all of the connections on their own. And sometimes there's one, like Theo, who's a conduit to our world.
Have they found a way to stop Solomon
Did anybody
Blank?
get close?
They do get close. Sometimes there's a period, a lull, for years. In this case, I believe, right after that fire, it was quiet. For some time, there were tourists coming. It was peaceful. And then, I don't know when this has all started again. I thought things were all right until, Theo, you came here today. I could feel you searching for something, but couldn't see what.
Can you only see within the library now?
For the most part. I have access to the things that are in the books and the periodicals. I can read over people's shoulders. I can eavesdrop. And she says it with reverence, like that's like it's just like her number one favorite thing to do is eavesdrop. There are all kinds of secrets libraries hold, not just ones in books,
Mr. Black just opened another shop on the same ground where the department store fire was. So maybe if we get rid of the store again, maybe he'll go away.
Oh.
But that doesn't sound like it was a permanent solution.
It's better than nothing.
I watched those kids. Those children. I watched them. They didn't have someone like you. There was, one that felt different. I almost was able to talk to him. Pale, freckles, red hair. Kind. A little troubled, but sweet.
Pale, freckles, red hair. Does that jog a memory for anybody?
The only person that you know that fits that description is Robbie.
Robbie, did your dad burn down the department store?
I think he may have been involved with that. Yes, I do. Yes.
That's so cool.
Good shit.
She looks at all of you with a little concern on her face. I wasn't able to tell them this, but it's more than just burning it down. You have to do a ritual and salt the earth behind you. You need to make sure that you cleanse the area, and whatever is built on that land after needs to be a celebration of what was there before.
Will that
before?
Will that permanently send this creature away, or whatever's manifesting inside of Mr. Schwartz?
I don't know if he'll be gone entirely, but I do know that his hold on this place will be broken. When he came here, he didn't seem to materialize from nothing. He had tactics, tricks, sly words, practice. So there's no telling whether or not he will simply vanish or find another host. But Gulfhaven has, in fact, been his. And perhaps you all are the ones to stop that.
Do you know what was there a long time ago? Like, would we be trying to set up like a memorial or like a shrine or like just a commemorative statue?
It's whatever you feel is right. In your heart. The land knows it is tied to its people. That's what my people believed. And if you steward the land and you give of yourself to it, it will give you bounty in return. I tried to tell Solomon that, but he didn't want to hear my ways.
How?
I think we should make a garden. Oh, are we not there yet? I'm sorry.
How long has the fire been?
How long has it been since the fire?
Yeah.
About 20 years.
How old is Wolf?
Wolf is about 30s, 40s, somewhere in there.
40s? So would be around our age when that happened?
Yeah.
And I recall Wolf recognizing Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea, guys.
Is it the garden idea? Because I like that idea.
Well, it could be the garden idea, but we can't just start a fire.
Why not? It worked last time. And they just didn't know that they had to salt the earth.
Theo, you and I are kids of color in a kind of white town. Setting a fire like that, plus with Robbie's dad's reputation, I don't want to ruin Jackie's chances of being an athlete or your mom's reputation of being mayor. There's a lot at stake.
I'm doing a good enough job of fucking up her life, so I got it. Okay.
There's just a lot at stake here, and maybe adult supervision might help here.
Taylor, who are you and what's going on? What is this about? Why? What adult do you think would actually trust us with all of this? This isn't the first time that I've talked to ghosts before and tried to show people.
The same adult that believed that the doll was alive and kicking.
Mr. Wolf?
I think Mr. Wolf was the same age as us when the fire happened. He definitely recognized Robbie.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
Maybe he's one of the kids. Or if not, maybe he knows about whatever's happening.
I mean, it's worth a try.
He seemed like a stand-up guy that wants the best for the town. And besides,
we have to talk him into committing arson?
Well,
is that what we're going to be doing? So that we don't do it?
Well, maybe he has an idea.
I agree, Taylor. I think
do we even need to burn it?
We should ask Mr. Wolf for help, or at least to consult.
Advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We may not have to burn it, Jackie. That's true. Like, maybe there's something else we can do, like bulldoze it down.
To, like, cleanse it. Maybe we can just do that in the space that already exists, and then maybe the store can be like turned into a museum.
Yeah, and maybe Mr. Wolf knows exactly what happened, and we can avoid the mistakes that they made that kind of led them to get caught in the first place.
Okay. I'm on board.
If you all need anything, please come back. You know how to talk to me now, Theo. I sense that someone's trying... One moment, please.
Oh.
She kind of looks and cocks her head to the side.
They always do this.
Mm-hmm.
Are we on hold?
All right.
They start talking to other ones, and then I'm stuck talking for hours because they don't have people to talk to them.
Yes. Your grandmother?
Huh?
She says that you need to be careful. She won't tell your mom what you're up to.
Can you
Oh, but she said, I don't want to say it like that.
no.
Okay, all right. She said that an ass whooping is in your future if you don't take your powers and your gifts more seriously. That you need to practice. You need to practice. That's the sentiment.
The last time. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know, if
She
you would
seems
come.
pleased. Hmm. You know, somewhere in Chicago, your grandmother is drinking a chamomile tea with incense burning, a joint in one hand, eyes closed as she rocks back and forth and hums, communing with this spirit.
The original Madame Zeroni. Let's go.
I think the lore keeper looks at the rest of you. All of you think about what you have in here. Find your power. That's something that someone like Black can't fathom. He thrives off of people who need other people's power, who want to disenfranchise, want to remove agency. That is how he does what he does. So many people look outward for their power instead of inside. Don't underestimate that. She steps back into the darkness, and you see as like the outline of her body starts to dissipate, and then the shadows become one with the darkness, and then the midtones, and then just the highlights are left. And she smiles at you as she blips out of existence. And the room is silent.
Theo looks like he has just ran a marathon right next to Jackie. Like he is exhausted after that. Okay.
How often does this happen to you, Theo?
Normally only when I sleep or when I'm really, really stressed. Or if they really, really want to talk.
So you don't get to just like tap in when you want to?
No. And he looks like a little dejected at it. My grandma
Maybe if you practice a little more.
You sound. That's and like for a split second, he's like a little bit like jaded at that. He's like, "Listen, I get it. I just want to be a kid, man. I don't want to sit here and have to do what my grandma does. I just want to be me, and I have to do this because if I can we get out of here, please?"
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
Where are we going? Where?
Wherever. So are we going back to the
Mr. Wolf?
junkyard?
Junkyard.
Okay. Raisha and Jackie runs out of the library.
Oh, I don't have it in me. I'm just gonna slowly walk.
Theo does not have it in him either.
Okay. Let's see which order you guys come out in. Taylor, Robbie, and Theo, all of you please roll me flight.
Uh, 12.
Okay.
5.
Technically a 4 with the plus
Okay.
1.
Okay. 4 with a plus 1?
So 3 plus 1, 4.
Okay. Robbie, you come trudging out first. Jackie is already on her bicycle. She's like revving the pedal, like ready to fucking take off. Jackie, is there like a sense of relief that you're feeling in this moment? Like, where are you at?
I think the adrenaline of a completely new experience that should never have been able to be possible happening to her, plus the excitement that they have a goal now and that they're not just like, sure, they had to come to the library and then to look stuff up. Sure, that helped. But Jackie doesn't really want to be in the library the whole day. And so now they have somewhere to be and somewhere to go.
Awesome. Robbie, you get outside, you see her there kind of waiting for you, eyes bright. The
I
air
almost
is
can't
still-
resist.
It's still pretty warm. You like feel like you hear like the leaves going, and you like feel that like good feeling. It's calling to you a little bit.
I'm gonna grab my bike and I'm just gonna kind of walk it over to Jackie. I can just see Jackie like ready to go, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, thanks for what you said in there."
What part?
Just the part
That you're
about yeah. No one's ever
Yeah,
said
dude,
anything
and then
nice
Jackie
about
kind of-
my dad before.
punches you on the shoulder. And it's like, yeah, dude, yeah, you're cool too though, so is there an apples and trees saying? What is that?
I don't know. I'm gonna swing a leg
Okay.
up over my bike.
As
Think
you
on it.
guys are-
Tired?
Think on it for a second, and then I'm just gonna take off.
Yeah.
as you guys kind of like get your jump start, Theo and Taylor, y'all are strapping on your rollerblades, and you see them kind of take off in their usual stunt battle against one another. Robbie is like on his back tire, just going pedaling, front tire up in the air, popped wheelie, as Jackie is like going for all speed. And you see them take off, almost as if cartoon smoke would appear behind them in a giant cloud. And as the two of you kind of kick off, Taylor, you're slightly behind Theo, who is skating backward looking at you as you guys are kind of talking and conversing about what just happened. So you see it before he does. The silhouette of a muscular boy, far too old to be in 8th grade, but somehow that's where you know him from. His brown hair is alight in this breeze, the leaves kind of rustling all around his feet as he stands on the pegs of his bicycle, kind of playing around, waiting for something. And as your eyes kind of open a little wider, you see him fix his eyes on his quarry as the two of you pull up in front of Chet Paxton. We're going to take a break.
Oh, Chet. Oh. Hell yes. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm so excited to come back and see what happens with Chet. Awesome. Oh my God. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us in the chat. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Chet Paxton's blue eyes are staring daggers at both of you from atop this hill. The freckles on his face are almost vanishing into the redness of the skin underneath as he looks like a storm of rage. He stares at all of you, and his mouth kind of twists open into what you assume is going to be insults. Oh, here you guys fucking are. Where the fuck have you been? I've been looking everywhere for you. You
What's
fucking
he-
talked about me
What's your
Who
problem?
talked
Grass
about you?
stains?
with Olivia.
No. Nobody talked about you. Olivia talked about you to me.
No, she's not like that.
Oh, you don't know Olivia, I guess.
Well, I mean, she's like that with other people. She's not like that with me. Why would she talk to you about... Besides, she's a liar.
Oh, okay, yeah. So she's a liar. So why would you believe her?
Why are you starting static? He gets off his bike and throws it to the ground.
Nobody is starting. You said you were looking for us, and you said I was running my mouth. That's your best friend.
Yeah, you were running your fucking mouth. And she felt so bad. She was crying when she told me that she betrayed my trust.
She did that. You're mad at me because she betrayed your trust. Do you hear yourself, Chet?
He enters your space and grabs the front of your jacket.
You're still doing this collar thing, I see.
I grab Chet's wrist.
Chet looks at you. What the fuck do you want, Taylor? Are you going to do something to me?
I don't know. Give me a reason to.
I don't need a reason. And he pushes you with all of his might. He tries to knock you down. Can you give me either a brawn or a fight roll, please? DC 7. Your bike is right behind you. Or you're in skates. So you're on a hill.
17.
Okay. You stand your ground and you roll back a little bit. You allow yourself to roll back with the force of his push, of his shove. And he falls down and smacks his knees against the ground. You can hear that crunch of it against the pavement. And his hands kind of hit the ground. And he looks up at you and kind of lets out almost a growl.
I kind of put my hands on my thighs and look at him. The only thing that's keeping me from kicking your ass right now is that you have a conversation that you have to have with Theo. So I better fix. You should pretty much fix your attitude before I fix it for you.
He looks at you for a second and that rage is fuming. You can feel it rolling off of him in waves. There is a lot of tension in the air. It is so tense that Theo, it takes the words right out of your mouth. You're just standing there frozen. And he stares at you and he brushes his hands on his pants.
I'll be right there.
And he gets up in your face again.
Are you okay?
Yeah?
Yeah.
On that day, we'll settle this, you and me.
Yeah. I'll be right there. And I'm gonna skate backwards, just looking him down and stand a few feet away.
He looks at you with that same hardness in his eyes, Theo. But that flush under his cheeks has left. And you see there's a little trickle of blood running from his now scraped knees through this torn kind of part of his jeans. Both of his knees are blown out on his pants. You can see his hands are scraped up as well. He's got kind of road rash on his palms. And he dusts them off. Yeah, whatever. You have a fucking conversation you want to have with me?
I assumed you wanted to have one with me. And Theo is just going to grab him and move him and force him to go sit down because his knees are fucked at this point.
I let out a quick yell to Theo and chuck him a small pouch of first aid.
He allows himself to be moved. He leaves his bike in the road.
Jesus.
And you sit him down on the curb. You can see there's all kinds of wax, Crayola crayons that someone has melted all over the edge of this entire strip of the street. And he kind of sits down and his hand slips for a second in it and he looks down and is fucking skaters, fucking assholes. This is why we need neighborhood watch. Do you see this vandalism?
Roll up your leg.
What, are you gonna spit on it?
Roll up your leg.
He begrudgingly pulls up the jeans and rolls them to the edge.
Starts and if you even so much a wince, I will make sure it hurts more. And starts to go clean his wound. So you sitting here now look at you. You got your knees all scraped up trying to act like the big boss in town and shit. All you had to do was have a fucking conversation.
Your friend is an asshole.
Your friend has a big mouth.
She can't help it, okay? She's always been like that. She's an excitable person. She has a lot of feelings, and it's my job to protect her. Somebody wants to shit talk her, I'm there.
And nobody was shit talking her. The only reason why I even said what I said to her was because I was hoping that she would actually listen because I care. And then like he's gonna like dig into the wound just a bit so he doesn't like.
Oh my god!
Sorry.
This is how you show you fucking care? I don't believe you fucking care about me.
I wouldn't. Whoa. Those words that's a lot of words right there, buddy.
She said that you.
That I
She
what?
said that you got weird when she brought me up, and I wasn't sure why. I mean,
Oh yeah, she said you get weird when you talk about me too, so I get it. It's fine.
I don't get weird when I talk about you. I don't talk about you. I never talk
What?
about you. I've never said your name in my life.
So when I said, "Oh hi, I'm Theo," and Olivia's face lit up and said, "So, oh, you're Theo," that was just out of nowhere. So that wasn't because okay, all right. Roll the other leg up.
He jams it up, not nearly as cleanly as the first one, and then crosses his arms and watches you work.
You are a big baby. You know that, right? You just want some damn attention. If you wanted like actual people who genuinely like you, looks like Olivia's got that covered.
Yeah, but like none of her friends will hang out with me.
Maybe because you're a dickhead.
Your friend is a dickhead and he's got people.
He's a dickhead because you tried to yank me up. Of course he's a dickhead.
All right.
So
All
here's
right. Sounds like he's just trying to protect his friends like I am.
Yeah, sounds exactly like you with Olivia, doesn't it? Huh? Speaking of her situation, it's a lot. I think she'll be okay.
Oh. Yeah, she did tell me that you were helpful.
And this is how you thank me. Okay, great.
I mean, I wasn't trying to fight you. I just don't like your asshole friend. Look at him. He thinks he's so fucking cool. Why? Because you're fucking handsome? Nobody cares. Nobody
and you think you're not?
So fucking cool, whatever. Big strong man.
And you think you're not. Okay, whatever.
Me?
Right.
We're not talking about me. We're talking about you.
This is not. Listen, you're sitting here comparing your looks to Taylor. Yes, Taylor is handsome. Whatever. That's not the case.
You think he's handsome?
Why do you care who I think is handsome?
It doesn't matter. You can think whoever you want is handsome. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's cool. Whatever.
Anyway.
Why are you doing this right now? You don't have to be doing this. I just saw your friends peeling out of here like
because
a million miles an hour. Like,
because if somebody didn't do it, you would be complaining the next time we saw you.
Well, sometimes you got to complain.
You don't have to complain to get with the... Okay, whatever. What do you want, Chet?
I just wanted to talk about what happened with Olivia. I was actually just gonna say thank you, but then I saw you guys hanging out and I don't know, I just started feeling weird. I don't know why.
You started feeling weird and you grabbed me by my collar. Matter of fact, and at that, he grabs his collar and turns it down. I thought we talked about this. You look stupid.
You put your hands on his collar. Please make me a charm roll.
Absolutely. 16.
Okay. Your goal was 8, so you're fine. You reach out your hands to turn his collar down, and your hands kind of go like this against his cheeks, and you can feel just the tiniest hint of brand new stubble, fresh, just recently had to shave. And he sort of just looks at you while you're doing it and holds your gaze. And I think as you pull your hands away, you kind of rest them on his shoulders. And he doesn't move. He holds your gaze. And he kind of pauses for a second. For you, it feels like time slows a little bit. His eyes are rimmed with liquid. He doesn't look like he's about to cry, but he does look very tender in this moment. He recognizes that you are seeing him not at his best. And his lower lip is a little quivery, his mouth slightly parted, he looks sheepish. but also doesn't look away from you. He lets you see that vulnerability. And for a split second, his face kind of tightens again as his eyes glance over in the direction that you know Taylor is standing in.
And when he looks at Taylor, that's when Theo also looks over to Taylor, just staring us down.
Chet looks again at you. You seem to care. You seem to care a lot about me, and I'm not really used to people caring a lot about me. And
I don't think that's true.
well, Olivia's been my best friend for a long time. She was there when when my life changed. She was there. And she was there every time I was suspended, and she was there every time I was in detention, and she's just always there. And she wasn't there.
Every time you skin your knees and all that shit.
Yeah. She wasn't here this summer. And like, I get why she had to leave, and I'm glad she's back. But like, all those fancy friends she has, they're like kind of like beat a lot of them up a while ago. And it's kind of how I built my reputation a little.
Uh-huh.
And it was cool for a long time. It was really cool, and everybody was scared of me, and that's awesome.
And some people are still scared of you. Mostly the little ones.
Well, I mean, now it feels like everyone's scared of me. That's not a.
I'm not scared of you.
Feeling.
Taylor's not scared of you either.
You're not, but you're not an asshole.
Like you?
Yeah, like me.
You ever think about, just like pulling your head out of your ass and maybe apologizing for the shit you did?
Nobody wants to hear that shit. They want me to fucking cry? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Whoa! Nobody said anything about crying. Let's not even go that deep. But I mean, like, if they're friends with Olivia, I'm pretty sure Olivia would vouch for you.
Yeah, but like, she's got this new life. She's got these new friends. Like, I don't want to fuck that up for her because I'm an asshole. I don't want her to like be associated with a piece of shit.
Stop being a piece of shit. You can.
Yeah, but like, I get really fucking mad.
Hold on. And like, Theo was just sitting here like, God damn it, why are you so cute? Like, and you're really cute when you're mad, but still, what I think you need to do, just relax, get a hobby, do what Jackie does. Hit things in a game. You'd be fucking great at boxing or some shit.
Roughing people up, was my hobby.
Try football.
My dad played football. I don't want to do that.
One of these, and then like Theo is going to like step in closer. One of these days, you're gonna tell me about this whole dad thing, because this is a lot. And he's gonna flick his nose.
There's not a lot to tell. He was an asshole. I tell everybody he's like away in service, but
Hey Taylor.
You turn around to look at Taylor, and Taylor is like hugging himself, back turned, like
get out of here.
And just like moving around like this, moving his hips.
Get the fuck out of here. I'll catch up with you in a second. I think we're fine here.
And then I turn around and I just like do this to Chet.
Chet rolls his eyes.
And I
Your
start
friends are really
down.
overprotective. I wasn't gonna like hit you. I mean, I would have hit him, but
You weren't gonna hit me because you like me? Is that what that is?
He turns bright red, You can feel his skin growing warm, like under your fingertips, as he's just like blushing profusely.
Theo is very quickly going to kiss him on the cheek and chase after Taylor.
Taylor, you're still skating backward away and watching all of this. Eventually, your friend is able to pry Chet's glare away from your direction and captures his eyes again. And as just before we pan back to our other two players here, the last thing that you see is Theo giving a peck on the cheek and trying to dart past Chet on his roller skates, only to have Chet grasp his hand right above the wrist and pull him in for a kiss.
I turn around as soon as like the hand grasping, I'll give them their privacy and then just like start kicking harder, trying to catch up to Jackie and Robbie.
Theo's eyes are bugged at this point, like, oh shit, I did not expect this. Oh shit.
It's very much a moment where his eyes are closed, the leaves are kind of dancing around you, and his hands are warm in yours. And when he pulls back, he looks chastened, very embarrassed and shy. I'm not trying to hold you up for the day. I know you got shit to do with your friends, but if you guys need any muscle, you know where to find me.
Okay. And like Theo is like full on, like can't stop grinning, dimples on full display. Is like, okay, I think I could do that. And like doesn't want to break away, but he's like, I do gotta go.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Maybe we can watch, I don't know, Goonies sometime?
Yeah, that's my favorite movie.
That's my favorite movie.
Oh.
He breaks out into a giant smile that like only 3 people in this entire town have ever seen, now 4. And he gets on his bike and pedals as fast as possible toward his house as you struggle to catch up with your friends.
Because I am head over heels at this point. Like, I think that was Theo's first kiss.
Robbie and Jackie, you have made it to the dump where Wolf works. You are like right on the other side of the street from it and are kind of catching your breath and waiting around. And you see Taylor come up panting, face a little flushed, smile on his face like he knows, like he has a secret.
Where's Theo?
He'll be here soon.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
What's that?
Feels like
What
an
is that?
odd time to take a pit stop.
What are your eyebrows doing? Why did your eyebrows just do that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that right there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're going up and down really fast.
Ask
Hey
him.
guys.
All right, well, hey.
Are we doing this or what's going on?
Yeah, we have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still stupid grin on his face.
I'm looking.
Both
Taylor's
of you
looking at
are-
Theo
both
and just
of you
like
look like you've just
doing.
gone down a roller coaster.
Taylor, shut the fuck up.
What is
What's
that?
happening?
Is that what's the fish face?
I don't know. He's been doing that since you guys left.
And his eyebrows are doing something weird too.
Yeah, I don't know what his thing is about that. You aren't we supposed to be going to talk to Wolf?
Robbie and Jackie, roll me a brains roll, please.
Hey, we're not smart.
Brains for charm. Difficulty 6.
Okay. No. You know what? I'm gonna use adversity tokens.
I'm going to use 3 adversity
me
tokens to make
too.
this a 6.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, this is important.
You all see this shit-eating grin on Theo's face, and it doesn't really give anything away. But both of you are very perceptive people, and you've been sitting here waiting for your friends for a minute. The one thing that you notice is Theo is always sharply dressed. Every single day that you see your friend, he looks pressed, he looks primped, he looks polished, very handsome. Never a hair out of place, jacket always perfectly draped, shirts never askew. And in this moment, your friend looks what can only be described as windswept. There's like a kind of tug, like someone has pulled on the front of his shirt, so it's kind of stretched and askew around his neck. His jacket is kind of slightly off his shoulder. The look on his face is not his normal trying to be chill face. It is very much open, eyes wide, very eager to move on with whatever it is you were about to do.
Jackie's nose scrunches up and she's like, gross.
What? What are you talking about? Gross what? We're at a dump. Of course it's gross.
Gross. Yeah, but you know, the stench about you is worse than that.
What stench? What stench?
Uh-oh.
Taylor just says, like, hope you didn't get grass stains on you.
Shut up. Shut up.
And the two of you know
idiots.
that I call Chet grass stains.
Look, is everything okay?
You need to have like you need to make better decisions.
I did. I made a great decision just now.
No, we literally.
What decision did you make?
The other day.
But what? Huh?
How did it shift that fast?
Well, and Theo just gets like real quiet. It's just like, what can I say? I'm a sucker for a pretty smile, okay? And listen, why are you not? You should be happy. I just had my first kiss.
Oh,
Hey.
well, congratulations. Gross.
I'll remember that when you have yours, Jacqueline.
I'm not gonna do that shit.
Oh, you're not kissing?
Who would
Ever?
I kiss?
Where's your captain badge? Where's your captain band
It's
at?
in my bag.
Where was it?
Why? I'm not gonna wear it. I'm not gonna wear it
Who
when I'm not playing a
who
game.
had it? Exactly.
Me.
No, you didn't.
I don't know what, that kiss kind of scrambled your brains, I
Oh,
think.
sure. Just what? Okay, of course. Can we go on? Okay.
Yes.
Jerky.
Theo, roll me a charm check, please. You too, Taylor, actually. Both of you. Difficulty is going to be an 8.
Oh, I forgot. That explodes. That's a 24.
Damn. Okay.
I'll spend. Oh no, I don't have to. I got a 7 + 1. That's an 8.
Okay. All of you pull up right into the driveway, like the same little area by the gate, and the little kind of almost like a hut or like a shed outpost, like outer office. And you hear the barking immediately. And a very large, beautiful German Shepherd comes bounding out of the office and full front paws leaps into the air and tackles both Theo and Taylor, licking your faces, being real cute, jumps off of you, does a little circle around Robbie, like nips at the back of your leg, Jackie, and just kind of looks at all of you happily. And a moment later you hear, "Girl, get in." Oh, y'all are back.
Hey, Mr. Wolf.
We've decided that you're probably really important to our business.
I'm important to your business. You mean because of the dump, or?
Mm-mm.
No, you as a human
Yeah.
being.
Because of the fire that you and my friend's dad started about 20-something years ago.
What?
What?
What do you mean?
Huh?
You might want to sit down for this, Mr. Wolf.
Can we come inside?
Yeah. Y'all better get inside. He opens the door. You all go in. For the first time, you're really looking around this place. When you came in last time, it was sort of just a rudimentary scan. You were sort of in the doorway. But this time you're inside. You see the little bed, the little dog bed in the corner that's actually like almost the size of like a toddler's bed. This dog is so big. You see a big vending machine, like dispenser of dog biscuits in the corner. There's a little water cooler in here, a fridge, pretty much everything that you could possibly need, and then a room in the back marked bathroom. Everything you could possibly need to run this job. There is a schedule on the door. Only one other person works this shift. They kind of split it, himself and another person named Mr. Thompson. No first name attended there. And when you kind of plop down on this very worn out sofa that feels like someone has probably slept on it a lot in its time, you see a wall of pictures, photos. As your eyes kind of scan it, you see pictures of somebody with coveralls on, named Thompson, older black man, broom handle mustache, kind of posing with Wolf. Both large men, both very tall. This other man a little bit more frail. You see a picture of Wolf a little bit younger with a puppy version of his dog, holding her up to the camera excitedly. You see a picture of Wolf in a high school getup, like he's graduating from high school with his little diploma and stuff. This is obviously the only job this man has ever had. And then you see another picture that has been papered over. There's like a little like dollar bill that's sort of plastered on it and like a piece of white paper, but it's not in the frame. Like you can tell that someone's put like the white piece of paper and the dollar bill over the frame. He sits all of you down. Y'all want some water? I got, I think I might have some Sprites.
Yes, sir.
Root beer?
Water's fine.
Okay.
Water's good.
All right. He gets everybody the little paper cups of water, like little Dixie cups, and comes over with them in his massive hands and hands them out to each of you. All right. What can I do you for?
Well, let's see. Where do we begin?
Your dad?
My dad. So, Mr. Wolf, did you know my dad?
He hesitates and kind of looks away. Miller and I were friends, yeah. We, ran in the same circles, so to speak.
No, it.
I don't really know how else to say this, sir, but we have learned some disturbing things about this town in the last couple of days, some connected with what happened to your pup. And there's other things going on too. And it all sort of ties back to somebody named, he's going to look right at Wolf to get his reaction. Someone by the name of Mr. Black, Mr. Schwartz.
He looks off to the side when you say Mr. Black. Doesn't quite meet your gaze for a couple of minutes. There is a very long pause in this room that all of you can feel. And he finally breaks the silence. Yeah. I had a sneaking suspicion y'all were going to come back to me and talk to me about that. Said a little too much last time, I think.
Wasn't just what you said, sir, but Theo, do you want to? No. Other people have said things to us too. And we think Mr. Black is hurting people again.
I reckon he didn't ever stop. There's a reason I'm one of the only ones left in this town.
Did you and Robbie's dad do something about Mr. Black before?
Tried. Went to the library and did our research. Had an adventure. It was excellent couple years. Good summers. Before we all went to high school, you know? It's positive time. You know, the older you get, the harder it is to keep those memories. It's difficult to snatch them back. They start getting replaced by new things, new worries, new woes, new challenges. Gotta throw away them childish things, my grandma used to say. Grow up. I still dream about it, though, sometimes. Good dreams and not so good dreams.
What about the fire, sir? Was that you and my dad?
Well, yeah. Other kids involved too, but you know, Banks was rich. His parents didn't want him mixed up in that shit. And you know, Kim was sweet, nice girl, real bookish. Y'all would probably call her a nerd these days. She was just special to me. He has a little blush in his cheeks when he thinks about her. Gone too soon.
Gone.
Yeah, she passed on, high school, car accident. Sister still lives in town.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Sister and brother, honestly. You probably go to school with their son.
What's their name?
Kim, last name.
Oh,
Daniel.
Her name
Dan?
was Angelica, but Dan? Yeah, I mean, Dan Jr. probably, maybe. Dan Jr.?
Whoa.
I didn't really talk to her brother much.
Yeah.
Sister works over, that gas station right on the edge of town? I see her sometimes. She don't really live in town anymore. She's neighboring city, but I see her come back every once in a while, visit her kin. Angelica was something else, though. She's real special. To me, anyway.
well, we're sorry that she's not with us anymore. But a lot of worse things are going to happen if we don't do something about what we found. And the thing is,
What'd y'all find?
well, that Solomon Black is maybe two people, and I look at Jackie.
Yeah. You got
Did you
it.
see him?
No.
Did he move in the library?
Yeah, there was a painting. It was real violent.
Yeah.
Of
With the skull?
With
the
this, you saw
skeleton?
the thing.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, right over Schwartz's shoulder, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
You know, I asked to see that painting about 10 years back. Looks just like a regular painting. But I could have sworn I saw that face. It means a lot to hear that y'all see it.
We just saw it today.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And insert Solomon Schwartz, Mr. Black, whatever his name is. He talked to me.
Mr. Black talked to you.
Yes, sir.
Solomon Schwartz is dead and gone, but Black talked to you. It's probably 'cause
Yeah.
of your daddy. The connection he's got.
You
It's
knew?
fucked up. Well, my friend had a lot of secrets. Your dad. Lots of secrets. Still don't know most of them today, but he did tell me that he thought he could hear something. Like, it didn't sound clear enough for him to understand what it meant, but like something was trying to get to him. He told me it didn't feel evil, though, so I don't know.
Look at Theo.
Night we were in the library.
Yeah.
How can I help y'all? I don't know what I could do.
Well,
I tried to pick up the torch again, but I think I'm too old.
Well, we were trying to figure out how you did it last time. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but whatever mistakes that led to Robbie's dad getting caught, we want to avoid them, but we still want to end this.
The mistake that got Robbie's dad caught was being poor in this town. Every so often, there's not the right kind of folk, if you know what I mean. I think y'all know what I mean. Every so often, there's somebody that got a problem with people, and your dad and his family, they weren't exactly high class, son. Apologies for that.
Everybody always talks about my dad like he was a monster. They even say he was a monster. Was he a monster, Mr. Wolf?
I don't know about that. He was my friend. I think he was definitely somebody that had a lot of ghosts. His dad was real angry. Never quite understood why he was so angry, but he'd take it out on your dad a lot. So I get why people judged him. He wasn't the most polished or the most well-behaved kid in school. Definitely raised some hell. I was raised by my grandmama, so I come out with better manners than your dad. He was alone a lot, you know?
So what can you tell us about that night? What was your plan? What did you do? And what happened after the fire?
He sits down, like he sits back in his seat, puts his hands on his knees, and his eyes flick up to the picture on the wall that has a dollar bill in it now. Kind of strides over and takes it off of the wall and tears the piece of paper out of it and hands it to all of you. And you see a picture that is blurry. It looks very aged and dated. Not nearly as crisp as the Polaroids that you now have in this time. The paper is very aged and worn. You can see a lot of the color has kind of sapped from it, as though it's seen a lot of sunlight. The edges are dog-eared and kind of broken, like someone has rubbed their fingers over it over and over again. It's a very cherished item. And smiling are 5 children. 2 girls, 3 boys. One boy is stocky and short and stout, very full-figured. His shirt kind of struggles to keep hold over his belly. His arms are big and strong. He's got gray eyes and sandy, kind of almost salt and pepper hair despite being young. It's clearly Wolf before his growth spurt. He smiles, his chubby cheeks still showing the signs of youth despite them all being in their mid-teens at that point. Next to him, as expected, Robbie's dad. Shock of red hair, kind of combed back into an almost James Dean-like pompadour. He's got a white t-shirt on with the arms rolled up and a little pack of cigarettes in the sleeve. Next to him is a black kid. Kinky curly hair that is very kind of old-fashioned cut, very kind of shapeless haircut, like it's just sort of trimmed looking. Pomade shines off of the curls. His dark brown skin broken up into a big giant smile. He is dressed much nicer than everybody else in this picture. Clearly his parents have money. Next to him, a black girl, slightly older than the others. Bears a striking resemblance to the boy. Clearly a sibling, older. She has a big smile on her face. Her hair is pressed, and she has a high ponytail that's kind of curled at the bottom with a little curly bang and a little cardigan over her shoulders. And then on the end, a cute Korean girl grinning at the camera. She has glasses on, also a little cardigan over her shoulders. Not as fancy as the girl next to her, but she looks like she's kind of looking over at the person on the end who's like eyeing the person who's taking the picture. And all of them are kind of there looking happy, looking excited, elated in this moment. Those are my friends. Grew up, didn't want to leave town. Wanted to keep an eye on things. It's not a lot I could do, but the night of that fire, that was the last time things were good, you know? It was easy to blame on Miller because people already didn't like him. I was a little excommunicated for hanging out with him. Banks kids moved away. Angelica focused on college. And that was kind of it for a long time. Miller got himself a wife, moved into that old trailer his mama left him. And last I heard, he was getting carted off by the police for attacking him, which didn't sound like my friend, but time changes people. I gave it the benefit of the doubt. I wrote to him a few times. I haven't heard back.
I think, Mr. Wolf, even after all of that, you didn't finish the job.
I reckon we didn't. We took it upon ourselves to burn it down when we found out that that land had been desecrated. Went to the basement in the library, saw some texts and other indications that maybe things weren't as peaceful as our history classes might have said they were. And back then it was the amusement pier. We knew things were wrong because some kids went missing in the maze that they had in their little haunted house kind of situation. Hall of mirrors and all that. And we started looking into it. There used to be this mural in there. Ferris wheel, other old-fashioned attractions from like the 40s. And I used to look at it all the time growing up. One day, just out of nowhere, I'm standing there staring at it, eating cotton candy, and that wheel starts moving. Carousel starts spinning. Clowns start juggling. All as I'm looking at it. And then I see him. He's in the crowd. He's wearing a top hat like he's a ringmaster. Those round glasses. That wrinkled skin. He starts to touch his face. He's in the memory now. I stared at it for too long, I think. Started burning my eyes a little bit. Had to wear glasses like that for 3 days after. When I brought my friends back to look, they confirmed it. That's what led us to the library, figure out who that asshole was. We'd seen him, history book. There was a picture of Solomon Schwartz. And then there was a picture of the council. We saw that same motherfucker right over his shoulder. And that led us to the deed to that property. So we burnt it down, thinking, the owner of that store had nothing to come back to. Surely he'd leave the town alone. Now here you are telling me it didn't work. Is this because of that new store that's there now?
Mhm.
Well, it's part of it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry I let this town down, kids. But any way I can help you, I will.
Do you want to commit arson again?
I might could do that.
Because we know the rest of it, but that part's we're a little tentative on.
Yeah, we have to do something with.
Partake.
We have to do something with like.
Yeah,
salt.
we have to salt, and there's like a whole ritual.
Ritual.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to salt the earth. Yeah.
And then I'm going to build a garden, maybe. We haven't gotten there yet.
Well, there is a lady. She actually works out of the trailer park. Madam Susanna, Madam Rosanna, something.
Robbie, do you know? Do you know
She
her?
lives all the way in the back, but she.
Oh. Well, I mean, maybe still.
Robbie, you do know this lady. You don't know her, but you've seen her around. She leaves the house very, very rarely. You see a messenger come and deliver her groceries. She's old. And she does tarot readings, and she's like a life coach before life coaches were a thing. She's this all-purpose elder that lives in the trailer park.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
She might have what you're looking for. I know a lot of people think she's a crackpot. And she is old. But she understands the bayou. We ain't got bayou here. We got Everglades, but I mean,
my mama says she has
1,001.
Old wisdom.
Yeah.
I just think that you can't think she's a crackpot once you've seen a ghost.
You saw a ghost?
Yeah, I also saw a crazy doll with a knife and I think David Bowie, but I just feel at some
the
point
actor?
the people, yeah,
musician,
but at some point the reasons that people think other people are loony just don't matter anymore because of what you've seen.
He sits back and puts his hands on his knees. All right, y'all wading into something much deeper than what we had. We had some weird clowns that were running amok in town. We didn't have no ghosts. These ghosts evil? What do they want with us? They everywhere?
No.
He starts looking around.
Mr. Wolf, you had ghosts.
We had ghosts.
You had ghosts. You just couldn't talk to them. Dave?
His face slowly transforms as he understands what you're saying. Okay. All right. Yeah, Miller told me he could feel something, but he wasn't sure what it was, and none of us really had the words for that,
Yeah. Not everyone's a crackpot who can talk to ghosts.
I don't believe that at all. I think there's a lot of unknowns still left in this world. It's hubris to imagine we know everything. I don't trust people who think they do. So, I believe y'all kids. I don't think you're being foolish or you're in over your heads at all. I think what you want to do is real noble.
Well, I think we are still in over our heads, but
I think we are a little bit
I think
loony as well.
I think having you on our corner might fix that.
He looks for a moment off to the side, deep in thought, as though he's making up his mind about something. And he looks up at you, Robbie. Your daddy would be proud. You follow in his footsteps. Just, don't let yourself be seen, all right? Try to stay on alert. Stay safe. He could have done with more of that, I think. I don't know that he ever got up from under Black's fist after he ruined things for him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He gets up, moving his massive frame, and peels back the bottom of the carpet that's in this room. And he pulls up a couple of the slats in the wooden floorboard and pulls out a trunk. It's not impossibly big where you guys couldn't move it, but it definitely looks like it's heavy duty. And he opens up the lid. Inside are books, clearly stolen from the library, from the archives. There are maps, also very clearly stolen, most of them out of date. There are stakes, very old, almost dried through necklaces that are cloves of garlic, twine, silver, crosses, bottles marked holy water. It's like a veritable monster hunting kit. I started making this when I tried talking to my friends about what happened to us. And they started remembering littler and littler and littler amounts of it until we were just friends from school, not people who shared this moment together. I knew that I would need to keep myself safe, if not other people. I haven't really taken a partner or anything. It's just me and old girl. And he scratches the German Shepherd's head. But, I don't know, maybe y'all can use this. If you need anything, I'm here. I'll keep my eyes out. And, just know, he's always around.
Well, hopefully we can change things.
Hopefully. This is a good town, despite the way it was made, the way it was built, the way it was birthed to fruition. It's a hope we can all be better, learn from our mistakes, move forward, not backward. And this Solomon Black, he's always stuck in the past, always looking for somebody who is hungry for something they ain't supposed to have. That's what kind of fuels him. It gives people what they think they need in exchange for his power over them. And it's, do you belie this on your face?
Yeah.
Okay. He looks at you. You want to say something, young lady?
Just what you said. I bought stuff from that store and I consumed it. And, it did change me for the duration that it was in my body.
Changed you?
Yeah, like I had a lot of focus and I was like a little bit stronger and a little bit faster.
That thing you were looking for, that doll,
Yeah,
that come from that store too?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of anybody else taking anything from that store?
A friend of ours has a book.
And what happened with that?
Vampire.
Made from their head, though.
Dreamed into existence.
Looks
From
like
what
Jeff Goldblum.
It was the hunger.
The Hunger.
The hunger.
I heard of that. Horror book, vampires, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's David Bowie, who I mentioned earlier.
Well, she thought of David Bowie because of the movie that came out a few years back.
Yeah.
Then,
So he's giving people what they think they need.
Something like that. Mr. Wolf, what do you know about Dairy Maine?
Dairy Maine. I mean, a lot of Stephen King books set there.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what?
yeah,
Stephen King, he writes a lot of books. He sets them in Derry.
it's that. It came
That's
out
where-
last year. It's like the book about the clown.
It?
Wait, hold on. You know that that's where the temp agency is based out of. They're based out of Derry, Maine.
Temp
Whoever is hiring for
Staff. The store.
for the store.
He
Wait, so you're
starts to put these
you're telling me
pieces
Dairy Maine is
together.
real?
He starts to put these pieces together, trying to think. And you see his face kind of go through a range of emotions. First, he's interested. He grabs a book out of the case and starts to page through it, leaf through it. Derry is not a real place. Starts flipping through.
I talked to a real woman, though, who was based in Derry, Maine.
You talked to a woman?
Mm-hmm. Called the temp agency.
What was her name again, Theo? She was nice. Susanna?
I think something like that. She was really nice.
He looks off to the side again, lost in thought. Everybody roll me flight, please. Okay.
5.
All right. Difficulty is a 6.
11.
Okay. 10. Okay. Taylor and Jackie, a chill runs up your spine. There is a silence that is hanging in this room that is unexpected. Usually adults know what to say. And this man doesn't know what to say next to all of you. His eyes dart back to the rest of you. Brow furrowed. So you needed a clue. And you got one.
It's a part of his game.
Robbie and Jackie, you see the lights in here dim. Ever so slightly.
Are we playing into
coming?
his?
Is who coming?
Well, the lights just did a thing.
They did?
You didn't see that?
I saw it.
No.
Has Mr. Wolf's demeanor shifted in a way that is not normal?
He's gotten scared. He seems to be a little bit more intimidated now. His shoulders
Okay.
are slumping a bit.
But like personality-wise seems to be
Yeah.
still Mr. Wolf. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
He looks down again and starts to turn the pages. It's in here some fucking where. Where is it? God damn it. God damn it. Where the fuck is that? And he starts to look everywhere. The lights dim again.
Okay,
The
see,
curtains
it's doing...
close.
Mr. Wolf?
He's leafing through pages upon pages upon pages, looking everywhere.
Mr. Wolf?
Give me 1 second, kids. Give me 1 second, kids. Fuck.
I don't think we have a second,
He reaches
guys.
his
I don't think
arm
we have a
down
second.
into the hole of the floorboards as the rest of you see behind him a phantasmal figure rise up, top hat, finely dressed, gaunt, skeletal face, skin stretched tight over it, yet still somehow wrinkly, eyes hidden behind dark sunglasses. And Wolf slumps forward, passing out.
Mr. Wolf?
The man strides over to the desk and sits down, crosses his legs, a little cane resting over his lap. So y'all wanted to talk to me.
I grab one of the holy waters and throw it at it.
He hisses as it hits him, and he backs up. Listen, I'm not here
Grabs
to do
the
any
bottle.
damage. I'm here with a warning. I already told Robbie this, but all of y'all need to be on your best fucking behavior. You see what life awaits you if you don't, right? Look at this man. A husk of himself. Nobody that stands against me gets out, well, alive.
So Angelica,
It's unfortunate what happened to her. Brakes just went out like that. And he snaps, and you hear the sound of a car crash ringing through this space. Fortunately for your daddy, Robbie, wasn't a full moon. You hear this howl that turns into human cries. Chains rattling. He looks at you, Theo. You look like you touched by something.
You don't know me.
No, I don't. You're new to my town, ain't you?
This isn't your town.
Oh,
You stole
Sonny,
it.
it is my town. I worked so hard to get it.
So if death is what comes for the people who stand up to you, what happens to the people who stand with you?
Well, I mean, death comes for everybody. But they do have a little bit more excitement in their lives. I made a deal once with your father, you know. He was tired of being a little runt. He crosses over to Robbie, kind of sits on the edge of the sofa next to you. He was so scared all the time. His daddy was a wild man, always having too much to drink, getting crazy. He wanted to protect his mama. Very, very beautiful sentiment, and I gave him what he needed. I give you what you need, too.
You just give out curses.
Curses? Boy, it ain't no curse to be blessed with the gift of strength.
Didn't do my daddy any good.
I'd say it did him good, as daddy ain't no problem no more, right? You don't got to grow up with a shithead of a grandpa. He made a sacrifice for you. How are you gonna repay him? I have a couple of ideas. He smiles. You can see his teeth are humanoid, but his gums are black. And there's like a thick gray film that is his saliva, transparent over the teeth, sinking into the cracks and crevices there. He smells of death. There is a dark, kind of rank, musty odor that is rolling off of his body. It's filling this entire room. You can hear the dog scratching and whining from the outside as the door had closed in her face. What about you, new boy? Your mama wants to be the mayor, right? She thinks she
Leave my mama alone.
She thinks she can fill the shoes of the great Solomon Schwartz. Let me tell you something about Solomon Schwartz. He was a man who understood what it took to win.
She will do right for this town, unlike what you did. Whatever. Leave my mama alone.
I'll leave her alone. I don't know if she'll leave me alone. Picked up something nice from the shop the other day.
What?
Yeah, key to the city.
Oh.
Perfect for a burgeoning mayor.
Oh.
She'll be fine. It's making her feel good.
Why are you telling us this? Do you think you're going to win our friendship or our loyalty or something?
I want y'all to know that you have options.
And
Last group of you that I had to deal with, including this sad sack here, they did not heed my warning. So I'm just trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Y'all seem scrappy, resourceful. So put those resources toward me. Go to school, encourage your friends to seek out what waits them. No, help me out. Or at least, don't get in my way.
Is there salt in this Monster Hunters kit?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Theo is going to grab it, pour some into his hand, and start like chanting. And as he's chanting, he's just like looking at Mr. Black and just holding this salt in his hands until it gets to the point where he's looking between everybody.
I see you do that, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna distract Mr. Black. Mr. Black, this is all impressive. If you want to scare us, you're kind of, it's kind of working.
Oh, if I wanted to scare you, I wouldn't be talking to you.
Oh, no.
I'd do
But-
something much worse.
I know. And I'm telling you, you're scary. You're intimidating. And you being here is making me realize a few things. One is that you're afraid.
Afraid?
Because we know how to stop you.
Do you now?
Another is that Mrs. Danbury doesn't need your help. She can win that race regardless.
I don't doubt she can, but can she keep the town?
We'll see. And lastly, I think you need a little shower. And I take one of the holy waters,
Mm-hmm.
and in tandem, seeing that Theo is about to like throw
the salt.
to kind of like think that the salt is gonna stick better if it's wet. I smash another one on him, open it this time, and just like make sure that the water gets on him, and wait for Theo to throw the salt.
And I am tossing the salt at him, hoping to banish this evil spirit out of here.
The second time that you go to douse him, Taylor, the water flowing out of the bottle connects the two of you temporarily between 2 points. And you feel an ice cold chill from head to toe. Your vision clouds, and you are in the Everglades. It's nighttime. You're in your pajamas. You're soaking wet, and you are running at the top of your speed, as fast as your legs will carry you, and you can hear the shuffling sounds behind you. Do you turn around?
Yeah, I immediately realize I don't run from anything.
You turn around. There are 3 gators staring at you, their eyes glowing red. Not the normal gators that you're already kind of afraid of,
Yeah.
but something else. 2 rows of sharp teeth as they open their mouths and let out long, almost blood-curdling hiss sounds to warn you of their attack. They start to move a little bit more slowly, and you hear 2 more come up behind you. You're surrounded on all sides. And as you feel the sharp teeth rending your flesh to ribbons, one on your arm, one on either leg, one on your shoulder, and you feel your skin start to pull and tear apart, the sinew separating from itself. You hear your own screams as you try to call out to anyone, and no one answers you. You hear the sound of these creatures devouring you until you are just a part of the space. Jackie, what are you doing?
Good question. Jackie is running through her mind why he is so obsessed with, like, what does he get out of keeping this town for himself? She can't figure out what his motivations are for this.
Mm-hmm.
And she reaches across the table and she grabs the book that Mr. Wolf was going through and tries to find a idea of what he was searching for.
Okay. You see that he had a finger kind of in one area that has a little tab on it. He was trying to rifle through to find passages that he had already kind of taken out. And you get to one page, and it is a banishment spell. Theo is already in process. He's already in motion, sprinkling salt around the outside of the offender. But it also says in there that banishment is temporary. It gets them away from you now, and it will be harder to return next time to the same place. But depending on how strong a spirit is, they might be able to return a little faster than normal. But you see all of the rituals, you see the technique, you see the paragraph of the chants that you're supposed to do. You have that information.
Does it look like if I chanted these words, I could banish him from this room right now? Or
Definitely.
is this for... Okay.
As you start to look at the text, it's almost bizarre to you. You're reading the words and you're hearing them come out of Theo's mouth. Theo, you're chanting words that are being ported into your brain. You're not quite sure how you know them, but they're in your mouth and they feel like they are yours. They feel like words of power that you understand, even though you have no understanding of the language you're even speaking. Yoruba, maybe?
Listen, I know a whole actual chant for this, but I won't do it on stream.
You feel that energy kind of flowing through you. And as you are sprinkling this salt, you can tell that this person is definitely distracted. Taylor is doing you that solid. But as you look over to your friend, Taylor, all the color has gone out of Taylor's face. It almost looks to the rest of you like if you've ever seen laminar flow. It is a phenomenon where water is moving at a certain speed and density that it looks like there's no flow at all, right? It just looks like a pure like stick of water. The water is flowing. It's just not perceptible to the human eye. That's what it looks like. Like he's pouring this bottle of water and connecting to Solomon Black. And Solomon Black himself, he's tensed up. You see him, he's risen from the seated position that he was in before. He looks not afraid, but certainly pissed off and inconvenienced. And he even feels like he's frozen. The two of them kind of locked in this moment as Taylor is witnessing this vision in his mind. Robbie, what are you doing in this moment?
When all this starts to take place, Robbie's hand instinctively goes into his pocket. He has a pocket knife that he carries around with him every day. He doesn't even remember a day where he didn't have it in his pocket. It's his dad's folding pocket knife. He barely knows his father, but this knife symbolizes what little knowledge or hope that he had that his dad wasn't the monster that people said he was. He's never opened the blade even on this thing. But he pulls that knife out in this moment, seeing his friend Taylor going through whatever's happening there, and these strange words coming out of Theo's mouth. Jackie just enthralled by this book and like reading, and he sees this villain in front of him, and he pulls the knife out, he opens the blade, and he's gonna just lunge forward and try to stab this Mr. Black with it.
Okay, so Taylor, you are in this moment. I'm going to need you to roll me flight to make sure that you can either flight or grit to make sure you can stand up to him in this moment.
I'll do grit. And
Okay.
Would you say that this is me protecting my friends and taking aggro?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You are definitely trying to come back out of this vision, but because you are in the process of protecting your friends, he hasn't tricked you. You can tell that someone else might have thought this was their reality and succumbed to this vision. But in this moment, especially after having that experience with the ghosts of the library, you are more in control of your faculties than expected.
What is my target?
Your target, give me 1 second for that, because this is going to be a group roll. Everyone's target is 20. You all have to roll high enough to make 20 together, because this is a group action. Theo, okay. I'm going to have you roll either your charm or your grit to do your magic, to work your magics.
Absolutely.
Jackie, you can roll, I'd say either your brains or your grit in order to assist with that. You don't really have a knowledge of that, but your parents do make sure that you study. So there's a lot of research that's kind of going into this. It's not necessarily going to tip you over the edge brains wise, but you do have a foundation in trying to be resilient in this area. And then Robbie, please roll me fight or brawn. You pull that blade out, and it is glossy and shiny in the light. It is silver. And you go to plunge it into the side of this man. Taylor, what did you get?
I'm going to roll grit.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Explode.
Okay.
Okay. 9, 10, 11, plus another 3 because I am a protector.
Oh my God. Is it too late to change the DC? Jesus Christ. 9,
11, 13, 14.
14. All right.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you guys have your work cut out for you. Theo, what'd you get?
If you want to change the DC, I won't be mad at you. I rolled a 17.
Oh my God. All right. Go ahead. Jackie, what did you get?
I mean, I got a 2, so.
All right. That's more like it. Robbie, what did you get?
I got an 11.
11. All right. You guys smash it, obviously.
I'm the only one who did the right thing.
All of you work in tandem together. Jackie, you are trying to make the words make sense. You have taken like 2 or 3 classes worth of Spanish this semester. You are new to different languages, but you're doing your best and the intention is still there. And you can see as the words kind of come out of your mouth, the salt begins to sort of twinkle a little bit. Theo, as you chant, it starts to alight, looking like it is a swirl of like prismatic colors, kind of shimmering around this man. Robbie, you jam that knife into his side and you feel the knife kind of almost licked by tendons, veins, tentacles. Something inside of this man is touching and then recoiling from this knife, and you feel like that area start to give a little bit. And Taylor, you feel yourself fading away, your presence becoming one with the night sky. And you think back to the words that the lore keeper said to you about her people and her land and the way that people related to the land. You think about things that your family has said, the beliefs that your family has, and other people that you know that have respect for the places that they live. Gators are definitely scary. It is your number one fear, but also you're connected to this land. You are a part of this community. And as you sort of visualize your friends and the times that you have been having and how you have been endeared even further to this place that you call home, the sun starts to rise. And it swallows your vision until you are back in this room. The splash hits him. And the second that you all hear the water against him, you see the vapor. A cloud of smoke plumes in the room. You can barely see a foot in front of your face. You can barely see each other. As it clears, Wolf wakes up with a start. Oh, goddamn. Are y'all right? What? Y'all smoking in here? What the fuck? Oh my God. He gets up and he opens the window. What are y'all doing? What is this?
It was him. It was him. He was here.
He was here.
Yeah.
It was who?
Mr. Black.
Yeah.
Solomon Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Big shadow, gnarly teeth. Yeah.
He goes and opens the door. What are you doing out here, girl? Oh my God. Y'all found my stash? Are you going through my stuff?
You don't remember?
Mr. Wolf, we had a whole conversation.
A conversation.
Gave us this.
You said you'd help us.
And then you passed out. And then Mr. Black came.
Do you
Yeah.
remember anything?
Now that you're saying it, it's coming back. Yep. I used to write everything down. Kept little journals to remind me when I'd forget. Thank you. You see it start to kind of like these memories sort of flood him. They come back. But it's clear that like most of the time, even when someone is confronted with this, there is an immediate turn to forgetting. Thank y'all. Sorry I let you down. I'll be on my watch next time.
Taylor, are
So-
you okay?
Yeah. Are you?
You don't
I
look
think
too good.
after all of that, Taylor has been on his hands and knees. Game Master, am I allowed a slight change based on what happened?
Absolutely.
I think Taylor looks up and you see on one of his like locks on his hair is shock white from the immense fear that he had to feel.
Mhm.
And some of his hair has like kind of like grown salt and peppery.
Wolf looks at you.
Taylor, for the first time you've seen, shaken. Is he gone?
For now.
Yeah. He's gone. He's gone.
Hey,
That banishment spell was temporary.
We're all right. We're all right.
Yeah.
Wolf goes to you and kind of kneels in front of you, and you can feel his massive hands on your shoulders as he kind of like rubs your arms.
Taylor hugs him, like just suddenly.
He gives you a really big hug.
And
very big
Taylor's shaking.
It's all right. It's all right. I remember my first time dealing with that. It's it'll wear off, but this is forever, I'm afraid. And he kind of like tousles your hair and kind of keeps stroking your back. It's all right. People think it looks distinguished, so ain't gonna get made fun of.
So what do we do now?
I think Jackie looks between Robbie and Theo and is like, as Taylor and Mr. Wolf are having a moment, and is just like, I think we are in way over our heads.
I gotta go home. You heard what he said. I gotta go. My mom got something from the. I gotta go home.
Right. From Second Chance.
Wolf stands up and opens the door. If y'all need me, I'm always here. He don't bother me. He know nobody listens to me in this town. I'm small potatoes. But I'll add some wards in here, make sure we're safe. And anytime you need a friend, old Wolf's got your back, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
He pats each of you on the shoulder. Please. I got another one just like it at home.
Jackie packs everything up and grabs it.
You all ride back into town, and there is a heavy silence between all of you. This has been a far more eventful October than you expected, and all of you are so wrapped up in what's going on, you don't realize it's Halloween. You pedal through a sea of children, families, some of your classmates that are trick-or-treating for the last time, some older kids that are trick-or-treating for the first time after it was cool to do so again. Everybody's having a really good time. The autumn breeze is crisp. You can smell cotton candy, candied apples. People are passing out full-size candy bars on Theo's street. Everyone is happy. There is a spirit of goodwill in the air as you sit with this knowledge of what's to come. The good thing about all of this, someone in this town believes you. It hasn't been difficult for you to find the information you need. And as Davy and his little sister run up to you with Carla Norton in tow, she's dressed like a little evil doll and has a paper knife that she's painted silver in one hand, grinning at all of you. Davy is dressed in the same exact outfit Theo was wearing the day that you all saved him. His little sister is dressed like Robbie, hair like dyed red with Kool-Aid, freckles all over the face. She pulls up with one of her other friends. All three of them are dressed in a little soccer outfit with the captain badge, looking at all of you with huge eyes. Davy takes your hand. Taylor, did you dye your hair for Halloween? Oh, it looks so cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys mean like a lot to me? You guys saved the day for me, and you saved the day for Carla, and you guys you're real good. Before, I didn't really know that, like, I felt safe, but I feel safe, you guys. I even saw Chet Paxton today, and he didn't beat me into cream corn.
That's good, Davy.
You guys look real serious.
Just big
It's been a long day.
Feeling the Halloween spirit.
Yeah.
Y'all look great, though. Really good.
Thanks. We worked real hard on our costumes.
I don't know how it like looks at Carla. I don't know how I feel about this though.
That's
a
a really
little too
strong
soon.
choice.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I wanted to try and my mom said that you can't be scared of something if you embrace it, so I thought I'd embrace it.
Okay.
Yep.
That's not
Everybody's
actually a
really
bad
scared of
idea.
me. It's cool. I've never had anybody be scared of me before.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks great, Carla. Looks
She
good.
closes her eyes, and there's like eyes painted on top of the eyes that are like scary.
Ah!
No, please open them back
Okay,
up.
please,
Please
okay.
open them back up.
Jeez.
I'm Theo is having a breakdown emotionally right now.
I didn't tell anyone, by the way, about all of you, except for one person. Well, I mean, you guys believe me, so you probably believe this. So my one friend, she said that there's something that lives in her closet, and she's not really sure how it got in there. I guess it came with the house, but she moved in there after her brother went away to college, and she says it watches her at night.
I think we're gonna take a day off.
Yeah.
I mean, she's fine, so a day is fine. That's okay.
Yeah.
We just like really need, like the kids like need like people who believe them, because grown-ups suck. And
Yeah, they do.
We need people who are gonna keep us safe, because when you're a kid, everything's kind of scary, and that's not fair.
That's us. We're the Monster Hunters Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. She like turns around and rummages in her backpack that she's wearing. It is kind of disguised as like a little tag, like a big like paper tag that her mom has put on the backpack. And she pulls out a very kind of crumpled piece of paper and starts to smooth it on the front of her shirt, getting blood kind of all over the back of it. Fake blood, and hands it to all of you. And the Monster Hunters Club is in like a cute children's font. She's tried to make something cool looking, and it's in red letters that are real spiky looking. I used the book my mom was reading, and I tried to copy it. I traced it for all the little letters, but there's some letters I didn't have. And underneath it are little illustrations of each of you, but like the way she sees you. So Taylor, you're big and strong. Your physique is exactly the way that you know it to be, but you are bigger and taller than all of the others. And Robbie, you have kind of like a rogue look about you, where like you are like on your bike and like you're sneaking around, but you have like a really cool like pose that you're in. And Jackie, yours is like you kind of doing a kick mid-air. All of this is stick figure, but like filled in a little bit and colored. You're kicking a soccer ball in the air like you're a cool ninja. You got like maximum air. And then Theo, you have a big smile that has a little twinkle, like a little star next to your face. And you have your hands on your hips, and you look really like in control and in charge. And she hands it to you. I'm working on making more of them, so each of you can have one. I'll get on that when I can. I took a break because trick or treat.
This is lovely.
Thanks,
You guys just,
Lula.
you know that thing where someone makes you feel like really good, like you could probably do cool stuff too? Inspire. You inspire me.
You're a good kid.
Keep going. Oh, thanks. Trying. Gotta get like you guys.
I'm gonna undo the Dead Kennedys button that I have, the pin on my jean jacket vest. I'm gonna kneel down in front of the kid who's dressed like me. I can't remember their name.
Oh yeah, his little sister, Davy's sister.
Yeah, Davy's sister. And I'm gonna say, here, this will be perfect. And I'll just put the pin on her jean jacket and say, there you go. You look great.
She has like this shocked look on her face. Her eyes are as big as dinner plates. And she goes, oh, my daddy does this thing. And she like throws up the horns and gets like a real like feral look on her face.
Yeah.
And then runs top speed with her arms out like a helicopter, like an airplane, and just goes around all of you and just runs and runs and runs. This kid has obviously had sugar before dinner time, and she is working it out. And I think as all of you fight this gloom, this sense of dread, this sense of impending responsibility. The beginning of this school year, all of you were hungry to carve out a space for yourselves, figure out who you are, how you want to show up in front of your peers and to each other. And I think in this moment, as you see these kids that idolize you, and you remember what it was like to be that kid, and you look back at where you had just parted ways with Wolf, thinking about how he used to understand himself and his friends when he was young. You realize that you are not alone in this realization. This is a shared reality that all of you have. And as long as you are together, there's nothing you can't do. The camera pulls back out away from all of you in the street, hanging out with these kids, seeing a couple of your friends from school. You see Heather, dressed as the Bride of Frankenstein, come over to chat with y'all, Olivia in tow. We flash forward to little moments that are to come for each of you, that are important in your youth. But we also flash forward to the lights flickering inside Second Chance Vintage and Consignment. Mr. Edwards answers the phone. His eyes are blank. Nothing behind them. He is robotic. Yes. Yes. All right. Tighten up security. Yes. All right. And over his shoulder, reflected in the glass, dark sunglasses, and a top hat. And that is where we are going to end this season.
Fuck yeah!
Oh, I fucking knew it!
Thank you for playing, you guys. This is amazing.
Oh,
Yay!
Oh my God. Candace, what a great way to tie it all together at the end. My God.
Fuck.
You guys were amazing. That was so good and so much fun. Every single one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys made this so easy for me. I have never flown this far away from notes in my life. And it was amazing. The lore that y'all brought, the characters y'all brought, the material that you gave me to work with was excellent. Thank you for rolling with the punches, even through a system change. Y'all fucking killed it. And I am so grateful to be your GM. I am grateful to be here with everyone here at Guild Superior. Thank you so much for having me. This was fantastic. We will be back. Everybody would like more of this. Audience, I assume you probably might want more of this. So keep your eyes peeled on dates when we're all able to get back together again for the second half of this story. This is actually originally going to just be a limited series. And then it was so much fun. Everybody was like, we should just have a second season. I was like, more time to upset people. Yes. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all to my cast. I have been Candace the Magnificent, your GM. You can find me at the Candace Marie on Twitter and Blue Sky, at Candace the Magnificent everywhere else. I am 1/4 of 3 Black Halflings. Peep my socials to see when I'm going live. There's going to be some things coming up next month for Halloween and beyond. Check me out on Just the Humans channel on October 8th. I am playing with a cast of very wonderful characters. We are going to be doing Kids on Bikes in Mavros, which is a 3BH / Jeremy Cobb, who is our resident GM original setting. So if you're interested, come on by. We're going to be raising some money. Thank you so much again. I'm going to popcorn it over to Kenzie.
I'm Kenzie Tartaglione. You can find me online at ktartaglione or ktartaglione8. You can also find me on QueerPG, my podcast that it focuses on playing games designed by queer creators. And you can find that at QueerPG or at QueerPGPod on socials and wherever you listen to podcasts. And I'll popcorn it over to Fabs.
Hello, My name's Fabian. Fabs for short. You can find me at DriveThurRPG, or if you want to check out my personal stuff like my art and comics and stuff like that, you check me out at Rockets and Pens. Right now, I am hosting a talk show on Bad House RPG called Kids on the Stoop, where we talk about different things around the TTRPG space. Last time we had Stella Luna over there talking about community in TTRPG spaces. We won't have an episode this week, but next week we're flipping the tables where my co-producer Joe is going to be interviewing me in terms of production in actual plays. So check that out. If you want advance access to that content, you can check us out on patreon.com/badhouserpg, where we have our pre-recorded stuff. You can find it much earlier than we posted on YouTube, and I'll popcorn it over to Keon.
Hello, everybody. I am Keon. I go by Brother Keon across all the internets. God, I'm so upset that this is over. But anyway, sorry. I have a little bit of like a sadness in my heart for these characters already, because dang it, I missed them already. Anyway, I am one half of Roll D Talks over on Roll D5, where we interview indie TTRPG creators, content creators, and publishers for anything that you could think of indie TTRPGs. I have 2 projects premiering this Friday, the 3rd. One is going to be Chaos PI over on Charm Party, where I get to play a little lovely Cupid who has never crashed out a day in his life. And I will also be playing over on the Dagger Forge. You will see me playing Siege, who is just a zombie killing little tiefling guy. He has no baggage, no trauma, no nothing at all. He's great. Everything's fine. But also, if you happen to be going to Mysticon in San Diego, you can catch me doing a live play of Daggerheart with Just a Human, Arcane Anthems, PJ McGaw, and Fish. So yeah, if you happen to be there, come say hi. I'll have really cool little business cards for everybody who wants one. It's great. But other than that, that's me. And I'm going to send it on over to Dave.
Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much, everybody. Candace, thank you so much for running this game, bringing this table together, setting things up for us in such a beautifully narrative tapestry of so much great detail. Your NPCs are fucking fantastic. Just saying, you have the best NPCs. Fabs, Kenzie, Keon, you all are just beautiful people and a pleasure to play with. So I am so excited to get back at the table whenever we can make that work with you. And I really, really appreciate you taking time out of all of your busy schedules to be here and to play this game here at Guild Superior. My name is Dave. I play games, produce games, run games here. I really just love getting people together, and this has been a great example of some of the beautifully creative storytelling that can happen when you bring people together who love to tell stories and lean in to the storytelling. So good, you guys. Okay, what do we have going on? Thursday, we're coming back for some more Nuavarn with Dungeon Mr. Ty. The summer of Nuavarn has been in full swing, and we've got a couple more weeks of that going on. So you don't want to miss out on that. Alan Henry's back. Barely Hanging On is back. It's been kind of a cool rotating cast of characters. Next week, we kick off on Tuesdays during this time slot. We're going to be kicking off Greyhawk Unearthed, which is going to be a creepy kind of folklore vibed Greyhawk mini campaign run by our good friend Jose Ortiz, who is a fantastic artist and storyteller as well. Super excited to get back at the table with Jose. And then later on in October, on Thursday nights, after the wrap of Nuavarn, we'll be diving into House of Eidolons for a 3-part House of Eidolons game. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So lots going on. We hope you'll come and check it out. We hope that you take care of yourselves, take care of your communities, be kind, spread some joy and some love in these crazy times, and come back and join us again for some more fun, because we need to recharge with positive, fun creativity so that we can do the good things that need to be done out in the world. So thank you very much. We're going to raid into somebody, so stick around just for another minute and we'll get that set up. Thanks, everybody. We'll see ya.
Bye.